Well, I have to. This is obviously we have a transatlantic project here, with guys who have their fingers in a million different things. How the hell did all this come together?
Joe and I have been buddies for 3 years, and we have been hanging out, having a little food, play a little music, talk a little music, you know, and you know, one thing led to another. Joe was playing a show at the House of Blues Los Angeles last November. He invited me to come down and sing a couple of songs, which were mine. And from that moment...
Well, what songs did you
Medusa from Trapeze and Mistreated from Deep Purple.
Okay.
And Kevin Shirley was in the audience. And Kevin came rushing backstage after we put our axes down. We hadn't even toweled off, and he was babbling on, rumbling on something about, we've got to get Jason Bonham and Derek Sherinian here now, immediately. And Joe and I went, well, of course. Wasn't that the plan always? And then the rest is history.
Really?
It was that simple.
And that quick?
And that quick.
I think we were honestly 4 weeks from that day, or maybe 5 weeks, we were all in Shangri-La Studios. We had written some songs, and we were frantically putting them together while they were sound checking the drums, and that was how the whole thing started.
Well, let's just talk about songwriting for a second. With guys with your kind of chops, was this, did the songs come out of jams? Did the songs come out of with people coming in with different ideas? Did the lyrics come first? How did they come together?
It was really a matter of who could scramble what together in a nice way. We had to sort of all come together with some ideas because it was so quick. You know, Jason's down in Florida, and Derek, we were all three in LA. But Joe was touring constantly, and I was down in South America. So it was a matter of, okay, guys, let's just come up with some ideas and see what happens. And the first 4 or 5 songs were cut in January, and the rest sort of was written after that.
Which songs were cut in January, the short ones or the long ones?
Oh, sure. One Last Soul was definitely cut in January.
Yeah.
That was like the first song we did.
No Time.
No Time. Medusa was cut.
Stand, yeah.
And Revolution of Men.
That's right. 2 songs were pretty much written on the spot, and I came in with a couple of other songs because we're a band. We're a collective bunch of guys that when we get in the room, you know, my song will become their song because we want to create a black country communion sound.
Right.
You know, this is not a solo project for any of us. It's a band, and we want to throw the song around the room, and we want to come up with whatever best suits the song.
I mean, it's very different for me in a lot of other projects I might have been involved with, in the way of, I think it's the first time I've ever not demoed anything, really.
Right.
The demo is the album, if anything else.
Yeah.
But it's that thing, you know, how do you top, many years, and we've all done it, is how do you top the demo? We've always had that problem. But I remember cramming for a test and driving, while driving out to Malibu to the studio, listening to basically the MP3s of, it was either, if it was more of a Joe song, Joe would be singing and strumming a guitar with no drums or bass or anything else with it, and then if it was a Glenn song, it would be the same thing. So I remember just getting there and kind of going, okay, well, how should it go? Well, let's play. And that was kind of it. And then we go, well, let's try an alternative version of it, and it really was that case. I mean, literally, by the time we'd finished 2 days, it was a whirlwind. You know, it was like, okay, is that done? Yep, done. And we're like, surely it takes more than that.
You know,
it didn't.
Some things are, I hate to say it, some things are just meant to be. Karma, look, fate, should have turned left on La Cienega. Oh, it's that kind of, we're here for that reason. It's just the hands of fate have just turned into this project. 4 days of recording, tracking, that's all we had, and lo and behold, we have all these songs done.
Well, the interesting part is, like, we're sitting here rehearsing the stuff for the last 2 days, and I know I can speak for myself on this only, but a lot of it was cut so fast that I don't even remember what I played initially, and I had to go back and relearn stuff that I played because we had done it at such a high rate.
Frantic.
Furious.
Yeah. So you rip off all these solos.
Yeah.
Then you have to go back. What did I do?
And he played them live.
He's playing them verbatim. He's playing note for note what he played in January and March. So. Sounds fantastic.
And it was like the other thing is we didn't really get to hear much of it played back to us.
Yeah.
Why not?
We didn't
Well,
have enough time.
We didn't have time. We had 4 days to make a 12-song record. I mean, we're cutting 3 songs,
That's
4
right.
songs a
That's
day.
the real reason why we've been telling other people different stories, but we had no bloody time. We had no time to sometimes go to the toilet.
Yeah, I
Can
mean,
you
I
just
used to
wait
have
a
I used to have a bag
Yeah.
or a bucket by the side of me.
It was really, really quick. But you know, in the grand scheme of things, we like what we have cut. It's organic, it's fresh, it's separation.
I think
you know.
even if you actually said we took 6 months over it, I actually was really pleased with the outcome of the album, with performances, with everything. Then you actually throw into the ring that we were only there for, I think, the whole thing, even with the mixing and everything involved, 10, 12 days.
Yeah, it's a 10-day.
So we didn't overthink it, and I think that's a good thing. You know, we didn't try and go for any particular market. It was just real well.
It was kind of scary. I've got to be honest with you.
It's also interesting because where does this band fit in today's landscape? It doesn't really. I mean, you guys are not part of any particular current trend.
No.
Well, I think that's the beauty of it.
We got together for fun. We really did. We got together because we like each other as buddies, and this is a fun band. It's a little rock and roll band that now is here. It's upon us. It's our moment, and we are just the next new band. You know, we're just a little rock and roll band that wants to make great music.
Explore Music wears English Laundry apparel.